going. They'll go out and get
know.
the gas. They'll load the pockets up, and they're walking around a building with 100 different devices attached to them. And then as the years go on, you'll start seeing them get rid of the vest, start carrying less equipment, and they wind up breaking down to just a K2 meter, a recorder, and the finger up their ass, and that's it.
Exactly. It's exactly what happens.
True.
I've seen.
Well, I like the vest. I actually never had the vest when I first started out. I think I bought that thing like 5 years ago. I like the vest. The vest is actually kind of cool, and it's saved my back on a number of occasions. When I was going someplace that was big, that had multiple floors that I maybe wanted to put something in the pocket to use later. But who wants to take 5 cameras and 3 different meters that do the same fucking thing, and all of that to whip all that shit out later? But some people do think that they need to do that, and nobody needs to do that. Come on.
Yeah, I love it at ghost hunting events I've been at. Sit there and same people pull out all these really fancy-looking, really pretty-colored gadgets, and they sit there and they flaunt them, and they walk around with their chest out, and they go to certain people. They go, how do you use this? They're confused. They don't know what they're using. I find it fun too.
They just bought it. And they're excited about it, and that's okay.
And then through all of them gadgets that they have, they'll still bring out their cell phone and turn on a fucking app.
Yeah, the famous cell phone app.
There's a few of them, that's for sure.
Yep.
What do you guys think? What do you think about those, Corker? The cell phone app.
Whenever I answer these kind of questions, I get hate mail. But I have.
I know
here we go.
I know people on both sides of that spectrum. I really do. I know people that love them, and I know people that hate them. So that's why I'm asking. I just wondered what you thought.
I don't have enough. I've never tried the apps, so I guess I'm going to play them.
I have, and I've had some interesting results actually.
Oh, see, I couldn't, in my opinion, as far as based on experience, so I'm just going to play this safe and say I've never used one because I really haven't. So that's
I've had one time I had questionable results.
Yeah,
that's where I'll put it. I'll put it as questionable. However, I will say this. It's a cell phone. Cell phone lets off EMF.
Yeah,
it's going to go fucking berserk.
Yeah, but what about when you get full sentences and stuff? It's really kind of weird, Jason. It's kind of interesting. It's interesting. That's all. It's interesting.
Before this is going to go into exactly what we discussed before with the matrixing. A lot of people they'll hear these words, they'll hear these sentences come out, and then all of a sudden they try to do whatever the hell they can to fit that sentence into what's going on at the time. And, you could sit down. Yep. You could sit down and say, what kind of food do you like? And then all of a sudden Spain will pop up and you're like, oh, do you like Spanish food, man? Do you like Spanish food? He said it. He said Spain. Spain.
I was at it. That reminds me, I was at an event. It seems like it's that and it's power of persuasion. I was at this event at my brother's hotel, and they came in with some ghost hunting people and some local celebs, and we're up using a Frank's box. And it was a big group of us. It was me and my nephews who are the owner's kids, and we're all in this group. About 15 of us probably, and they'd turn on the Frank's box and they'd ask a question like, "Where are we?" And we'd go, "Grant house," and it's like, if you listen long enough, you're gonna hear anything you want to hear. It seems,
right, right. That is
all
true.
It took was somebody. Yeah, all it took was somebody to say, "I heard it." All of a sudden, it was like a plague. Everybody agreed they heard it, and I just sat there and I just what the hell did you think you hear?
Right. Unless you can really hear it and it's really clear and I can play it back later and hear it, I didn't hear shit.
Well,
exactly.
Like the box and the ghost box, no matter how you cut it, which way you want to cut it, they still pick up radio frequencies. You can't stop it. It's going to happen. So, they hear a little quick word, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, my God, look what he said. It's like, oh, dude, you heard this radio guy, fucking idiot.
And exactly.
Now, what the hell is fucking thing?
Can't hear you, Jay. Jay, I can't hear you.
You can.
There you are.
That's the thing with that. Now, when you're getting into the the gadget, and people get on their cell phone with the word database in it and shit, whatever the hell that's called. I can't remember.
I know what it is, but I'm not going to say what it's called.
Okay, that's all right. Well, anyway, they've got, 1,000 words that are programmed into that word database.
Yes.
And there's like 1 million American words out there. So what are the percentage? What is the percentage? Now think about it. What is the percentage that a ghost is going to pick one of those 1,000 words? It's very, very slim. You're down to like 0.002% that a ghost is going to select a word out of that database.
Yep, very good point.
It makes no sense. That's why I don't like those gadgets. They make no sense. I think they're more gimmicky than anything, and they're a waste of fucking money.
Yep.
They're gimmicky. I think they're interesting. You know that I like a spirit box. You know that I enjoy experimenting with that. So, Do I think it's gimmicky? I do. Do I think it's always an accurate thing? I don't. And I do know that there is often a chance of interference, definitely. But I still like to experiment with it on occasion. I don't own a Frank's box. I wish I did. But
it's the same thing as the fucking spirit box.
If somebody's got one, I don't have one. I've got an old style, I got an old school shack hacks that loudly scans radio stations. I've got old school, it's loud and it's hard to, it's hard to listen to. You have to really listen. But it's a scanner. It's fun to try, and I've got a first edition obelisk with a limited vocabulary, which is also fun to experiment with. But do I take it as gospel? Hell no, I don't. But I enjoy playing around with it. I do. I certainly don't take it out on every investigation and puff myself up and flaunt it in front of everybody like it's
This is what I want to try, and I've mentioned this a couple times, and a few people actually argued with me and said that would never work because whatever. But this is what I want to do. I want to get a police scanner and never program the fucking thing and see if you can get voices that way. And if you get a voice that way, then it's 100% accurate because it was never programmed. Never programmed to pick up those frequencies. People would sit down and say that would never work. It works on a different frequency. Why? How? It's radio frequency. That's how it's picking it up. Same thing with the spirit box. It both runs off of radio frequencies. So why wouldn't it work with a police scanner? And a lot of people will argue with that. They say it will not work.
It makes sense. It makes There's no argument as to why it wouldn't work. What argument can they possibly give you as to why that would not work?
The argument is because the chances of you getting a voice out of that is now going to be limited because you're no longer picking up radio frequencies. That's their major argument. They get pissed off. They I get nothing off of this. Why? You want to go back to listening to AM?
It's not their money. That's their problem, right? I mean,
I'd like to try that experiment and just to see if it would work. If it works through that, then I would say there could be some viable evidence out of the spirit box or the Frank's box, so forth and so on. But if you can't get not one fucking ghost fart out of a police scanner,
you know what?
Then I think it would be all bullshit.
I know somebody actually over here that works for coincidentally, I know someone that works for the radio department for the city of Baton Rouge over here. So, Robert, I wonder if he can get a hold, and he's actually a very big paranormal enthusiast. I wonder if he would be able to get a hold of an unprogrammed police scanner since he works for the city. If we could try that. And he's, very interested in, paranormal investigation and all that. I wonder if we could do an experiment like that. So I'm gonna find out about that. I'll check it out. Very interesting idea.
Yeah. You can buy them at like Radio Shack and Walmart for like $50.
Yeah. Okay. That's not that much.
The unprogrammed ones? You mean the ones that aren't programmed?
Unprogrammed. They're all unprogrammed. You have to program them in because every police district and so forth and so on has a different number code that you have to put in. So anyone that you buy brand new is always going to be unprogrammed.
I just thought maybe I could just maybe borrow one that's unprogrammed. Just to try the experiment. That's all. But if you buy it at Walmart,
you leave it up on your kitchen counter, and listen to the police stuff.
Well, this is the thing. Walmart will take back anything, so you could actually just Try that.
Try it.
And if you don't like it and it doesn't work, they'll take it back. Like if you don't want it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They bring it back. They couldn't channel ghosts, so I don't want it anymore.
You just say it didn't work. It didn't work, and you don't want it, and they'll just take it back at Walmart. Totally.
I did not capture any ghosts through this. I don't want it. It sucks.
Exactly. It totally
Faulty.
sucked, and you don't. Does it work? No, I don't want it, and that's it. Just save your receipt. You'll be fine. You won't be out $50, and you'll have done your experiment. I love this plan.
Yeah.
There we go. Walmart run.
They will hate me at Walmart. Hello. If anyone works at Walmart, don't quote me on that, but I know that's how it works.
I go to Walmart and bring shit back that I never even bought there.
Oh, you can? I exchange shit. You know what I do at Walmart? I like when you lose weight and you go down a size in jeans. Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I used to do when I was a teenager, when I was really young?
You
like
just
16?
exchange your jeans. Yeah.
When I was 15, 16 years old, and if there's any trolls listening, you'll really like this. But back then, when I was one stupid fucking kid, I used to steal crap from Walmart and then return it for money.
Oh, no. I never did things like that, but I bet you did.
When I was really young. I was young and stupid.
I didn't have to do stuff like that, though. I had,
Oh, I can go on with crap that I did when I was a teenager, and even when I was like 9 years old, there was this gas station where I grew up, and we used to go in there with like an empty garbage bag, or not garbage bag, but an empty, like a paper bag from ShopRite or something like that, and go in there and say, I got returns, and go over by the return bottles and shake the bottles around and say, all right, I had $10.
Oh my God, that's bad. You're so bad.
And I was like 9 years old.
What a little fucker you were! Holy crap! I would have, that shit wouldn't have even occurred to me. But I was like a spoiled kid going to the country club, so I didn't have to do that. I wouldn't even dream up that shit.
It's all good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That was a long time ago. Holy shit!
Yeah,
that was
man.
26 years ago.
Wow. Yeah. You're a bad little kid.
I was all fucked up. I'm not like that now, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't let me hang out with you. I wouldn't have been allowed to hang out with you. Mm-mm.
Oh no.
He would have been way off limits.
It's all good. But I did have the best candy in the school.
I bet you did, because you lifted it all on the way to school.
Did you take orders from people?
It was funny. Do you remember when those raspberry blow pops came out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like in middle school. I was in middle school, I believe, at that time. And I used to go to Sam's Club and pick up like 2 boxes of them for like $10 or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
After I returned in nothing to get the return. Anyway, I used to go bring them to school and sell them on the black market and shit for like a quarter.
You are so funny. That is so funny. Baby, I was in high school then. I was way over raspberry blow pops.
Yeah, well, I was in the middle school. Yeah.
That's so cute, though. I love it. It's adorable.
It's all good. It's cool, though. That's enough about, my...
You were popular.
Did you walk around with a trench coat all line?
I was picked on a lot until someone needed
something. You were a pimp.
Walking around with a spurred trench coat filled full of lollipops.
Yeah, he was a pimp. That's
people used to call me
awesome.
Sugar Bear.
That they did. That's so cute. That is so cute. I love it. You better hope your girls aren't. I wonder if your girls know this shit about you. That's so cute.
Oh, they do. I tell my girls everything. Well, not my youngest, she's only 9. But my oldest, I tell her everything. Only because the reason why I tell my oldest everything is because I try to explain to her that all the things that she's doing now, I've done already, and it's not leading down a good path. And I try to tell her that, and she'll still argue with me and say, Dad, it's not the same. You're not, this is not 2014. It's different times. And I tell her, I say, listen, Em. I say, Em, the players may be different, but the game's all the same.
It's all the same shit. I did that with my daughter as well. Like, she tried to slide some shit by me. You know what I mean? Over the past year when she was in high school and when she, you know what I mean? Tried to slide some stuff by me that she was doing, thinking I wouldn't know. And I was like, oh, hell no. been there and done all that stuff, and I was like, oh, you're doing this and this and this and that, and she was like,
yeah, I love it when they think that we don't know what's going on. I love it when they think